I'm gonna see what this girl says, yo. Shit, I'm trying to hit this girl up for a minute. Hey. Cause I'm ashy? These girls, man, they always want something more from a person. I know exactly what I need. Yeah, now they can't tell me nothing. Got myself looking right. I need to take a nice little picture for the default.
A few minutes later.
Oh! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. I just need a little lotion. That's what it was. Baby, you know what it is. Ortiz Bath and Body. Keep yourself moisturized so those girls can reply. That's literally how I think as a man we tend to prank each other a lot with our dicks.
Yeah, I mean, there's something like for me, growing up, it was mooning.
Mooning.
The mooning
You gotta
era.
smoke to that one. Mooning. You gotta light it because I'm just like works.
I remember the mooning era, dude. Like, yeah, I'd walk up in front of like my family, we're watching TV, and be like, oh, I dropped something, and just pop it right on down.
Damn. That shit
Brown
was
eye out and
the
everything.
He said my pussy pink, my booty hole brown.
Yo, dude, I keep my butt like just like your friend, man. Like just for instance, like your friend, dude. I keep my butthole just a little bit dirty in case anyone would kind of linger around on there.
Right. They want to fuck around.
Some girl want to come and like, oh, let me try to get in there. Like we got defense mechanisms.
Girls are nasty for that.
Yeah, dog. Like it's like, you know, like warn someone. Like you don't just try to like sneak up on in there. Like, you know, me, it's by accident if I accidentally go in there. You know, I'm like, you know, like. I don't even eat ass, man. I don't like. I love ass, but I like the outside. It's like an apple, dude. Like I'll take a bite out the apple, but I ain't eating the core.
That's facts.
Like who's eating the core of an apple, dog? I'm gonna get seeds in my mouth, and I'm just gonna be like,
oh yeah.
What, I have an apple tree growing inside me. I don't want an ass tree growing inside my stomach, bro.
Right. No, you're making perfectly good sense because I do not want any of that shit in my mouth.
Yeah,
but it has happened. Not as happened as the shit. I'm saying about it's happened for me to eat ass,
dude.
It's too close.
You gotta try anything twice. I'll try anything twice, dog. Because the first time you don't know if you like it or not, bro.
First time you're being judgmental.
Yeah.
Second time you're like, all right, now I know what I'm expecting.
You can marinate the flavors in your mouth and you can decide whether what you want, like it or not. Like, you know, it's sensory overload. The first time you're like, oh, it's a new experience. That's crazy. And then the first time you really break it down and figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Well, the problem is that when I get horny, I'm just too like
dog, when you down there, when you eating it right, dog, like you're gonna taste some buns you're gonna taste some bowl for a little bit, bro. Like you just gotta go nuts. Like you're hungry,
bro. And it's just the fact of right after you come though, you realize all the mistakes you made.
Yo, for real, post nut clarity, dog. Like I
crazy.
Just like immediately, dude. Like I'm never like as soon as you with a girl and you're all about it, and then as soon as you bust, like there's nowhere you don't like. I'd want to be less. Then right there, sometimes I'm like, what am I even doing here?
Like you ever had it when like a girl's riding you and then you come on your belly? Like,
it's just like so demeaning, bro. It's
bro,
like,
like they're all happy that they got there. How you feel? I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I just want to be left alone for a little bit.
Right? Like, and I just...
It's not supposed to end like this.
Right? Like, I don't like this, man.
It's all over and like, I'm fast. What comes on goes under here. I gotta like, go like...
It's a crease dripping in there.
I'm like, fuck, man. This is so disappointing. It always feels so heroic when I bust on her. You know what I mean? Like when I'm looking up, like, yes, the man.
You feel like the champ. You're just like, I threw it on out.
I just got like the trophy of the heavyweight of the year. I'm walking into the bathroom having that interview. Like, how did you do? Great. Didn't matter how long I lasted. I did it.
I got that.
You know what I mean?
Swish. Splash.
Right on her. She can leave right now and say that she don't love me. It don't matter.
It don't matter because I bust that nut on her. But like when it gets on you, you're just like... It was all right. I could have done better.
It's just they're like, oh my God. Like you look like every sad Michael Jordan meme that's ever came out. Like, I had one job. It was to finish on her, not on me.
Like, dude, like I didn't want to, like I could have just done this myself, honestly. Right? Like if I wanted this to happen, I could have just been alone.
It's like you start talking, so I should have more self-control. Nah, man, it's terrible, man. And like that's the one thing I've realized as a person growing up. Because when you're young, you don't care where you bust. You don't care. You know what I mean?
Dude, you'll bust in the refrigerator and just save it for later or something. Dog. For no reason. Like, you don't even know what you're going to use it for. You just like, just have that in there.
Nah, just don't worry about it. That's for something. Nah, bro. My dad used to get pissed because I used to bust and then wipe it on the curtains. Don't know why. I don't know, Ian. I don't know why I did that. I was just so horny and so ashamed at the same time. Horny and ashamed. And then he'll come right immediately. So I'll be like, fuck. He's coming up the stairs, and I'm like trying to find somewhere. And I'm gonna be honest. My room was a mess. I could have used any piece of clothing.
No, you just grab. You just sock, shirt, anything. You could have probably even just picked up like a newspaper, your homeschool.
Something. And I went and grabbed the curtains on my. So at first they don't show, right? They don't show because remember it's the water of the cum going on it.
Then the curtains are stuck together and have this crispy white.
Not even a Dalmatians now. It was red Dalmatian.
You had red curtains?
No, I had red curtains that had white spots. It was terrible.
Yeah, it probably looked like mold.
Nah, bro, my dad was furious. He's like, "What is this?" He knew what it was. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Yeah, you should just look at him like, Dad, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. If you ain't prepared for the answer, don't ask it.
It's like, yo, you know what it was? I blame my friend Frankie, right? Because I didn't have, when I was growing up, I didn't have friends like that. Was he
coming in the carpet or something?
No, not. But he was one of those guys that was infatuated with jerking off.
Oh, so he would like fuck couches?
And no, what he would do is right. He'll walk around the house. I had no prior recollection of what it means to masturbate. I didn't know what that meant. You know what I mean?
Frankie introduced you to
Frankie came around and he used to go like, "Ooh, look at that girl." I used to be like, "Frankie, what is that? What are you trying to do there?" And he's just like, "You know what this is?" He's like, "Come on, I'll show you something." And he didn't show me exactly what to do yet. He just went.
Oh, okay. I thought he was all right. I thought he was just like, look at this girl, and just like whipped out a whip. I thought he was like, I'm combining you and your other friends.
He didn't show me exactly what to do yet. But what he did was, he showed me the porn. Told me where to get it because I had a computer downstairs, and then told me basically I gotta rub my dick with my hand. Didn't give me any more instructions than that. So what I did for like the first year,
just patting it like a puppy.
Well, I rub it with my knuckles. So like I'll go like you know what I mean. I'll just go like this, and like I didn't understand that I needed to grab it. You know what I mean? Until one day, like I'm like, I'm sick of coming like this. It hurts. You know what I mean? I was like one of these, and I was just like real into it, like rah. Oh, this is the discovery. New world discovery right here.
Always like Christopher Columbus at jerking off, dog. Like, I thought I was in Africa, but I was actually in America.
Right. I got up, stood proudly jerking off in front of the mirror like, I can't believe I never did this. This is way better.
So you had like a teacher. You had a masturbation teacher. You had like a sensei of touching yourself. Dog. And he didn't teach you right.
No, but that was the way.
Crazy,
that was the way of his teaching. It was to find out for yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, so he was like
I had to solve the riddle.
He was a guru, and you solved the riddle. You solved the case.
Yeah,
you cracked it.
Came back into the bow and everything.
Jones.
I was like, "Thank you, Frankie. You are a wise one."
Yo, that's crazy. His name's Frankie.
Frankie was a perv, bro.
Yo, dude, I'm paying.
Yo, bro, Frankie was such a perv that we'll go to like his idea of having fun. We'll go to Six Flags and go in the wave pool, and when the wave hits, go under and slap a girl's butt. Like that was his way. Borderline sexual harassment. But what can you tell an 8-year-old at that? in 2001, like
an 8-year-old dude, you're pretty much you're trying to crawl back inside. Like you're still like, yo,
you're adorable.
Get in there.
Like
you're real close. Like every time you act cute, and then you just like next thing you get a good hug next to a girl, so not jugs or something.
Right. That was him, and he put that in my brain. Like, look, we could just go under, slap a girl's butt, and come right back out.
So where's Frankie now?
Frankie, I don't know where Frankie is, man, to be honest. Frankie, if you're out there, reach out. We need to have a podcast.
see what kind of peeping Tom stuff he's up to do.
Frankie on some other time now. I don't know. He probably on some other time. I don't even know. But hey, man, we got the great Ian in the building. Ian, thank you for coming through. We had to get your pussy wet real quick and talk about jerking off real quick, you know? Get a little conversation.
I understand. I hear it.
Where you from, Ian? I don't even know you like
Connecticut.
that.
I'm Connecticut. Grew up all around there. Moved around most of my life.
Oh, so you lived and were from Connecticut. Like you still there, lived there, raised there, right?
Yep. I was in Hawaii for a couple months, 6 months. Like I just packed a backpack.
How was that?
It was cool. It was cool. Much different than you'd expect.
Hawaii.
Yeah. That was wild. It was a wild time, wild ride. But it was fun.
Yeah.
So I live out there, but most of the time, I've just been living in Connecticut.
Connecticut? But let's go back to Hawaii. Like, what's
All right,
what,
dog.
what's going on? What went on in Hawaii?
So I packed a backpack and like one-way tickets were like $300.
Okay.
So I was like, I've learned so much on this one part of land, Connecticut, all around it. Let me
Yeah.
go to something that's not connected to anything I've ever seen before.
Right.
Went out there, and it just like off rip just started getting crazy, dog. Like
Like, what you mean by crazy?
So like the person I was traveled out there with turned out to be like a wacko and just like stole a bunch of my shit and just like ended up fighting him and stuff like that. But then I was one night drunk talking to some girls, and I had this old neighbor. And we called him patio furniture because he was just like this.
Patio furniture?
Yeah, because you were more often to find him on the lawn, just like, passed out like some patio furniture. Dog. His name was Pat, so it just worked. I don't know how he came up, but I started talking about like I knew a dude named Patio. I hadn't talked to him in like 3 years.
Yeah.
And I was still on my phone, so I called him, didn't even know his number, he didn't answer. He calls me up the next day, he's like, hey, yo, like Dragon, like how's it going? And I'm like, oh, I'm just chilling. He's like, how's Connecticut? I'm like, oh, I'm in Hawaii right now. He's like, you serious? I'm living on the Big Island.
Yeah.
So he's like, when can you get over here? It's like 45 tickets to get to another island. So I just did that. Started living there. Was working on the coffee farm, and they tell you about all the beautiful flowers out there.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you about the casual meth use that goes on, dude.
Really?
Dude, like it's not a matter of if you smoke meth. It's just like when you did.
That's one of my main questions right now. Like, what is the drugs out there? It's meth. Meth is
Not the only. They hand around weed's like just. It's not even like you have to go buy weed. It's just everywhere.
Okay.
Like everybody's just like smoking up weed. It's not like the best weed, but it's just like everyone's just popping shit in the ground and growing up. I was living on the side of this mountain. And Patio and his girl it was not a matter of like if they would kill a bottle of rum, it was just how many.
Right.
And usually around like 2 or 3 as the fight started breaking out. Over just like something like a pin dropping or something stupid, dude. It was just mad funny. So we just fuck around a lot. Yeah, dude, I was working on a coffee farm. I would walk down the mountain to catch the bus to get to this job where I delivered fish around the island. I'd walk down the mountain with 3 rocks for any wild dogs and a knife for any crazy tweakers, because they were walking down at like 2 a.m, like just to catch the 420
I mean,
bus.
is it kind of like, are there tweakers like that there is in Holyoke? You know how Holyoke is, right?
Yeah, dog, but like it's even like crazier because like they barely Hawaiians, they have a word for people from the mainland, or especially people that are honkies.
Yeah.
Dog, and they're called howlies.
Howlies.
And that means
that sounds like some zombie shit.
Yeah, dude, it sounds crazy as fuck. But then you realize what it means, and it means you don't have the breath of God.
Oh, damn.
And it's just like, oh shit, like I've never walked into a place and just had them hate me for breathing. It's like walking into a grocery store. And their language has 13 letters, and their vowels are A-E-I-O-U. Did you not know? That's their vowels, dog. They have super words like the kind.
Yeah.
And guess what the kind means, dog?
What's the kind?
Fucking anything.
What do you mean?
Like, oh, could you pass me the kind, brother?
The kind.
Oh, do you remember the kind the other day? Oh, you know the kind. Just like thing or something like that. And so,
they use it as to like identify anything like the thing.
Yeah, exactly. And just
a kind.
If fucking dude,
it's okay. We can listen.
I'm feeling like I'm back in Hawaii. But dude, like if you walk down the mountain, there's lots of like weird tweakers. There's like they barely speak.
Yeah.
Like they speak very broken English, and they hate when you speak like them. So they go, "Un howli, brother." Like, how you doing, brother? Yeah. How you stay? It means like how you doing? How you doing? No, like where you stay at? Like things like that. Where it's not like where you actually stay at. It's just like where you from, or like where you. Things like that, and so. But the more you show up and just show that you're like chill, like they like kind of loosen up and they're like, oh,
you,
cool.
You say you're there for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Damn, because that has to be like a change in environment, not just being close to water and the beach. I know the air gotta feel better too.
Oh, dude, so nice, dude. There ain't nothing like that, dude. Like and everyone moves at like a chill pace, dog.
Yeah.
Like they're mad lazy type of people out there.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome, mad chill. But like everybody's taking breaks like all the time. Sweet, dog. Like everyone's just chilling, dog. Dude, I met a dude named Mississippi Batman out there.
Yeah, Mississippi Batman.
Mississippi Batman, dude. Rest in peace, Mississippi Batman, dog. That dude was crazy.
Well, why was he crazy?
Dude, so he's like this 28-year-old dude who was date this woman who was probably like, I don't know, in her 40s. She was the friend of the person I was staying with.
Yeah.
And he just liked to wear masks. I saw him pull up on a motorcycle the first time I met him, and he just had this Batman mask on. And I was like, oh, shit, that's cool. He's got like a Batman helmet. That's dope, dude. And then I walk inside. I'm like, that shit from Walmart. That's a fucking eye party mask.
It's very dope.
And he's still wearing it. Like, he still has it on the backwards hat. And like, I was like, I thought he was from Mississippi, but I was like, Mississippi's too funny. That's too perfect. And I was like, Minnesota Batman. He stops and he goes, it's Mississippi. And I was like, yes, dude, I've never been more happy in my life. But this dude just loved mass, man. And one day he had I hopped in the car with him because I was going down the DMV to register my car out there.
Yeah.
And freaking, he's taking shots of Everclear, dog.
What the fuck?
Fucking shots of
90
Everclear.
proof? Isn't that 99 proof?
Fucking just straight, dog. Just popped the bottle, and I see him driving the truck, and he's fucking swinging back shots. And he goes, "Want any?" And I'm like, "Nah, at all. Actually, nothing I want."
What time was it? What time was it though?
Dude, like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god.
Dog, it's like barely awake, bro.
That's starting in the morning, right? Though I guess, right?
Dude, that's just how they live out there, dog. Like, I'll never forget the first time that when I got to my buddy's house, patio furnitures, dog. Like, I know I'm jumping around everywhere, but like, dude, fucking, I'm just chilling there. Like, I just hadn't seen him mad long, dude. I knew he was kind of just like, he said he had some crazy quotes. Like back when I was he was my neighbor. Yeah. I was outside smoking a cigarette while some kids were just like partying inside doing some white. Yeah. And he goes, "Man, these kids are fucking wasting this shit. Like, these kids are fucking wasting." He's like, "You cooking that shit up with some baking soda and you just smoke it, man?"
Crack.
He's like, and he goes like this. My favorite line ever, dude. I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette and he goes, "Man, now I'm not addicted to crack or anything, but I fucking love crack." And he got that serious with me, dog. Like, that straight up serious, just intense. And I was just like, "Dude, you might be addicted to crack, bro." Yeah, right. He's like, no, not at all. But I got to his place in Hawaii where he's staying with this girl Ziggy, and she was mad cool. But she's just like him, man. Yeah. And so he's fucking hitting the meth out of this pipe. I'd never seen it before. And I started smelling like melted plastic, and he leans. Ooh, yeah. He leans in my face like this and gets like, like this close to my face, and I'm like, whoa, like the fuck, bro. And he goes,
trying to give like a shotty?
Yeah, dog. He goes like this, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what meth sign language is. I don't speak that. And his boy goes, brother, he gonna blow up smoke in your face and you inhale it. And I was like, oh, that's actually not what's gonna happen. So, like, that's not, I'm cool. And they're like, dude, are you sure, man? Yeah. You sure? I'm like, dude, there's a few things on my bucket list that never have done. Yeah. Meth happens to be one of them. Right. This shit crazy.
That is wildin'. But did he get the shotty on you?
No.
Oh, damn.
Still have not done meth. One day, like, I was sitting watching a movie and this girl hits it. Because they would do it, like, I'm not saying there's a right way to use meth, whatnot, but they would use it, like, maybe, like, every other weekend or something, or to set up Christmas for their kid. Yeah. Or the kid, Ziggy's kid.
Like they'll set up, they'll do crack while they're setting up.
They'll smoke meth and then just set up, like, Christmas in one night, for so there's not a right way, but, like, same time.
Yo, honestly, that's a great way to do it.
Like, you had time to do it, dude. He tried to sales pitch me about one time, dog, and he was just like, he's like, dude, I'm up for like 7 days. I'm like, I get so much accomplished. And he goes, I just had 7 thoughts at once. So you don't want that? And I'm like, dude, that's all the reasons to smoke weed, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I might be a little interested now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get things done.
7 thoughts? You want to be like
I do like Holmes. 7 jobs now. I'm trying to like, you know what I mean? Finagle.
I'm not saying jobs, dude. I'm saying thoughts.
Thoughts.
So imagine you have 7 thoughts, dude. That's how hard is it to have more than one thought at once? If you got 7 thoughts at once, dude, like how many jobs do you think you could have? Like unlimited jobs.
That's what I'm saying. I can accomplish so much at one time if I'm just like, you know, I'm running in crack time.
Yeah, maybe I should have smoked some meth out there.
Damn, you got me interested.
All right, dude.
Hawaii, right?
Yep, dude. So we're gonna have to smoke meth. We're gonna smoke meth on the podcast.
All right.
There's probably some people around here we can.
And Hawaii though, it has to be Hawaii.
You want to smoke Hawaiian meth?
Is that the right meth?
Dude, that's island meth. That's just made out of fucking. That's island. That's just made out of hopes and dreams and broken teeth, dog. Like shattered dreams and racism, bro. Dude, like their teeth are so jacked up, man. Like I love everyone in Hawaii to death, dude. Yeah, but like I talk a lot of shit about that. It's like they'll beat the shit out of you for just being in the wrong beach for a little bit.
Damn. Is there Hawaiian gangs over there? Like, is there like tough guys and shit? Like,
yeah, dude. There's some dudes that just like, there was a dude at the job I did delivering fish who was about 400 pounds, probably like just huge, freaking like made the Rock look like a twig, man. Like he was just fucking just big as. Fat, muscular, just all at the same time, dude. Like, it was just fucking crazy. And he would help unload the fish off the boat. and shit. And
Oh, that's why he's like that. That fish off the boat
yeah,
shit.
dude. And it's just, I was just saying, like some of Hawaiians are just really big, or like Polynesians are very small. But that dude, that big ass dude, I made him laugh one time at a stupid joke, and I was like, "That's his only interaction we're ever gonna have. I'm only gonna get you to laugh, all right? You're never coming at me angry, dog. Like, I want to make sure that you can love me, man. Like I never wanted a dude to love me that much, but I was just like, dude, like."
Whenever he's around, you're just like, wow.
I just say something stupid, like, like, what did the taxi driver say to the wolf? A werewolf. And he would just be like, ho, 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 ho. I'd be like, all right, have a good day, man.
Respect.
Chris 5, and he just like break my wrist or something, dog. Like, that dude was...
God damn. He's like,
there's an old dude there who he did not like me at all, because...
Just off.
You
were breathing the devil's air.
Yeah, I don't got the breath of God, dog. Like I ain't got the breath of the Lord. I may look like white Jesus, but I ain't fucking rocking like him, bro.
He's like, exactly. That's crazy. Are they Christians over there though? Like, do they believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
They just don't believe in whites being anything other than.
Yeah, well, one of the dudes, I guess this dude Captain Cook, was the name of a town over, which is like I don't know, a lot of like they kind of intrude on the lunch, like any white people, they kind of intrude on their land and just fucked up their stuff.
Yeah.
They end up eating Captain Cook, though.
Damn.
That was crazy.
Cannibalism.
Yep. And then, so they... I get to speak... I don't know they're human.
Yeah.
I think they should legalize cannibalism, dude. I think you should be on, like, an option on your card.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you can do an organ donor? I think you should be able to donate your body to, like, a cannibalistic family, just to, like...
Or, like, put it into the food supply, right?
Yeah.
Like, animals eat each other, right? Like, once in a while, chimpanzee...
I think, like, an ecosystem eats each other. So, like, it would have to be, like, maybe, like... We would ingest probably like maybe like people who had like a deformity, like some people who had like a really tight face.
Do you really want that?
I wouldn't want to eat that. No,
I want to eat somebody. I want to eat somebody as healthy as possible.
I want to eat like a beautiful human being. Man. That's what I do. Like, I get as close as I can in the bedroom to eat a beautiful being. Like but yeah, because you are what you eat, right?
Right. And
so if you eating somebody with like half an arm.
Might look a little funky.
You might start getting like you might be looking like some kid. There's a kid I grew up with on the bus, man, and he had about maybe altogether 5 fingers. He had like a crab claw on one hand, and like just like an Elliot type of shit on the other hand.
Yeah.
And it was the first dude I smoked weed with.
Really?
Seeing him light a lighter and hit a bong was like the funniest shit of my life, dude. I was in fucking 6th grade. These like freshmen or sophomores off the bus, juniors, something like high schoolers would invite me off the bus down the road, and they'd smoke me up, and I'd just get mad lit. And this dude was just, and everybody else is in there just going like, yeah, guys, this is why you don't run with scissors and shit like that. And dude, I don't know if you ever tried to play Jenga with someone with like 5 fingers all together.
Nah, that's crazy.
They were he was not good.
Right.
He got a lot more bricks than I thought, dude.
Yeah.
That was honestly very, very impressive.
You underestimated him, but you knew.
I was like, I knew what I'm in for. I was like, I'm winning this game.
It's over.
It's like I ain't losing to this. But he was very meticulous with it, honestly. Yeah. So he didn't lose. But
I mean, for him to get the lighter on, I'm not gonna lie, that's a job in itself,
right? And hitting a bong, like it's not just like sparking a piece or anything. He's fucking like he's got like. It was a contraption, dude. And I was just like, is this how everybody's got to do it? Like,
amazing.
He's sitting there like crab clawing my way through.
No, that's fucking wild. But that's crazy, man. And in perspective, when we put everything together, everything that you went through has made you who you are today. And you are a comedian.
Yeah.
You tell jokes.
I do. Yeah, I tell jokes.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
What made you start doing that?
Honestly... So I did a speech at the gala, and for the Children's Hospital in front of like 1,000 doctors and researchers. And I was like, I can talk in front of people, but I've like always liked to make people laugh. Like at my dinner table growing up, my dad would be like, "Can we not have the Ian show today?" Because I would just be like going on random stories that happen throughout the day. Because I don't have regular encounters, like ever, dog. And I don't know. I think from moving around a lot growing up, I wasn't sure how a lot of people felt about me. So I just laughed. But I knew if they were laughing. We were good. I was safe. We were okay. Like I didn't know how you felt all the time or whatnot, but like I knew if I made someone laugh for that moment, we were all, like everyone was okay.
So you moved a lot throughout your adolescent life, right?
Yeah.
So basically, elementary, middle school, high school, you're going to different ones every now and then.
Yep. Like every probably like 2-3 years,
bro.
Went through a lot.
Yeah.
And
that shit must have been rough as fuck, bro.
Honestly, it just makes you a people person. You know, you could because it was right at the birth of the internet, so I could stay in touch with some people and certain people I wanted to.
Oh, so if anything, it builds you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes you just kind of like be able to talk to anyone, and as well as like you can kind of like adapt a new identity or just kind of figure out more stuff about yourself,
right?
Who you want to be, and kind of like be able to you get to see so many different walks of life.
Right.
You see, like I've been the whitest kid in the room, and I've also been like the darkest kid. I've been like the poorest kid, and I've also had like like been up there. Like I've never been rich or anything, but like I've had like been in the room where I have more money than the rest.
A good situation. I mean, I can only imagine. I can only imagine that helped you build that confidence for you to move out to fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because shit, fucking for a nigga to be like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to Hawaii for 6 months. Fuck this. What encouraged that decision for you to even switch to that?
The hospital never gave me a Make-A-Wish. And I was like, fuck you guys, I'm not going to get my Make-A-Wish. I'll make my own. And thinking $300 wasn't bad.
Oh. Why you needed to Make-A-Wish?
I had cancer in the brain.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, this is all jokes aside.
No, yeah, all jokes aside, when I was 19, I had the doctors called me. I was getting these headaches, and the doctors called me up. After, so one doctor told me that my eyes weren't dilating, I was getting the headaches because of weed. So I got a new doctor. Yeah. And she's like, it's probably migraines, but let's get a CAT scan just in case. And I got it, and they called me up the next day and were like, hey, yo, Ian, you got 3 black masses in your brain. And I was like, 3 black churches, dog? Are you for real? Because like I didn't want to live in a world where I was like more broken. And honestly, dude, like I have so much to say about that instance and part of my life. I changed me. I was kind of like growing up to that point. I was a dickhead, man. Yeah. I was an asshole. And then it kind of really like I wouldn't wish cancer on my worst enemy. Yeah. But every time I live this life, I go through it. Because like it freaking showed me who I was, man. And I was someone who just kind of like to heal and bring jokes and laugh, and like, you know, right. Like I said, that's when I got my certified ball sack. It really, yeah, dude. Like it's just kind of like you can see what real sadness is when in that room when they're like, yo, you have an 80% chance you're about to die, dude. And I'm just like, so like, yeah, people saying like, yo, we gotta start thinking about a will. Everyone just coming to the hospital to see you and give you like say their goodbyes, pretty much. But like in that moment when they first dropped that news, you kind of.
And this is you at 19.
Yeah, when you're invincible, dog. You remember being 19?
Yeah, I was.
You could fight a bear, man.
I can fuck one too.
Yeah, you can fuck a bear. You can lick its ear, man. Yeah. Stick your finger in something.
Damn.
And so then it was like face mortality at that moment, and then something clicked in me, and I was like, I saw what real sadness was in my mom's eyes, my dad's, my brother's, right. And I was like, if I go, like I'm gone. I'm on to whatever comes for me. Whatever my next part of my journey is. They got to keep on living here with a lost son, lost brother. So I started like cracking jokes. Yeah. And making fun, and it made it like, oh, this kid dying's laughing. It's okay for us to laugh. And even when I was in the ICU, that part, like everyone's like, all the nurses would come into my room just to take a break and just have a normal conversation. Yeah. So like I said, it showed me who I was and just kind of really, and then led me into I ended up doing a speech for the gala for 1,000 doctors and researchers.
Oh shit.
About my story. My doctor asked me to, and yeah. And then I was like, I can make a bunch of doctors and researchers laugh. I could probably make some people at a bar laugh.
And just that day by day. You're making people laugh, being at the hospital, getting the treatments. You were able to beat it, right?
Yeah. I fully recovered from. I did 1 chemo and 1 radiation, and just the whole time, I just laughed my way through the whole time. It helped so many people around me.
That might have been the whole thing with you. That's deep, brother.
Yeah, dude. Like, cause you know you are. I figured it was in my head. I had 2 in my frontal lobe and 1 in my pineal gland. Yeah. The pineal gland was blocking spinal fluid from going back into my spine, so my head was just about to explode. That's why I got this one eye that just takes a day off a lot.
Yeah, I see.
You know, but also I could switch it.
Yeah. It's cool. That's a kind of cool superpower.
Yeah, thank you. I can look at you and also look at a butt. I can hold a conversation with you and also look at a nice fine chick, dude, at the same damn time.
Yeah. I see. See, you're revolutionizing.
I'm the next genetic human. the next missing link that they need to have to progress even farther.
Right. You're what the aliens are looking for.
Exactly. So I've not been abducted yet, but I also keep myself on a tight schedule.
Right. It's hard. But, you know, it ain't easy to abduct you.
I took a week, like I said, dog. I took a week of karate and I battled cancer, bro. Like, you want these mitts, dog?
Yo, mommy's honestly, bro, fighting cancer and winning. That is a fucking accomplishment all to itself, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Nah, man. Bro, that makes you a fucking warrior, G. For real. That is because that's a fight that's an internal fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's your own body trying to just fucking take you out, dog. And you're just like, dude, like, what's going on, deep. Man? Like, I thought we were cool.
He's like, nah, we got invaded, bro.
Yeah, we got taken over.
Damn.
And on the head too. So I had 2 brain surgeries. I had a tube on my head for like twice. That was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, dude, I just laughed the whole way through. Like when I was getting the tube in my head, they're going to like put me under, I started singing 24 hours ago. I wanna be sedated. Put me on the table, put that tube up in my head. Hurry, 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 or else I will be dead. And the whole entire operating room's just dying, dude. They're just like, yo, it's not that we can't, it's not that he's like not sitting still enough. It's just like we're laughing too hard. We have to, like, he needs to go to sleep. Yeah. They're telling my parents, like, we've given enough to take out a rhino. Like, how do we get him to stop? And I just keep on going. I repeat, just bouncing around, making everybody laugh and stuff in this operating room. And finally just like knocked out and woke up with a tube in my head and like patches in my hair. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on in my hair? And they're like, they said you want it completely shaved or patches, and you were very adamant about patches. Right. And I was like, why would you listen to me? I'm on a lot of drugs. Like, I'm crazy.
You want to look like a biker, right? You want the patches.
I'm like fucking nuts, dog. But yeah, and then the Children's Hospital was a whole adventure too, going through chemo there and whatnot.
And that was when you were fucking 19, bro.
Yeah, 19 to 20.
Yeah, that's a battle right there. And you know now that you're destined for greater things right now. Just because of that. Because you got to understand, if they put you an obstacle at 19, they say, listen, God, like, listen, we're going to fuck with this nigga. Yeah. We're going to put something in front of his ass.
Survive, walk out of that, dog. Like,
he wasn't like this. Like, he survived that shit. Let's see how he should.
Let's throw some other shit at him. Like when death start milling up on your neck and stuff like that, dude, all the other problems in the world just kind of turn itself down, dude. You're just like, because like for so long I was depressed and angry and didn't want to be alive for mad long. Yeah. But then when your life's like about to be taken from you, like I kind of want to be here a little bit. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I kind of like taking hits of life, bro. You're like,
hold on, I make that bad, man.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not that depressed.
Well, but where do you think you'll go after this, though? What was the...
after here today?
No, I'm saying not today. No, I'm saying like if we were the past, like what is your belief? And if we were the past, where were we gone? Like where is there heaven? Is there a hell? Is there a limbo?
We're all like energy's a real thing, and energy just keeps on transforming into other stuff, and
it's like a reincarnation.
But I think some people are here multiple times. Yeah. And such like that. But I think we're all on our journey back to God or source or universe. And we're just, they may not get in this lifetime or the next, but like, I can't judge someone for where they are in their journey, but we're all like on that path, and that's where our soul's going towards. And sometimes we falter and sometimes we...
So is there a path? So like, is that what they say? Do you think there's a path to the top? There's no stuck way. There's no place that you're gonna be stuck forever. There's just all of us trying to go to the top.
Yeah, I think it's up to you whether you stay stuck or not. It's up to you. It's like you have to hold the controllers. You have the ability to do it. Like I had the controllers, and you can't control the chaos around you, just how you maneuver through it. Right. And that's the biggest thing that being in the hospital showed me. It's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen tomorrow, but I'm just gonna live right now and just see what I can do to not even intentionally making change, but you just kind of just be like, you start thinking different. You can literally, like, you have the ability to change your life in any way you want.
Facts.
You hold the keys. So like, I don't think no one's as stuck unless they're by their choosing.
Right. So it's like, so if things were to happen, right? So basically you would just come back. Or just keep ascending into another universe or another playing field, or
I think you're gonna
your energy becomes something else.
Yeah, I think it was gonna become something in line to teach you the lessons you need to learn to progress forward.
Right. What do you think come back as? Like if it was an animal?
If I was an animal?
Yeah, like what would God give you? If your life is determined on all the sins you committed, what animal would you have become? Like in that moment?
I'd probably become some form of... I'd probably become like a turtle or a dragon.
It's no in between.
I'm either just really lazy or I'm just like fucking it up. I'm awesome, bro. I'm fucking awesome flying around. Dog. Dude, you growing up, they used to call me Dragon Wiener, dog. That's why I made these shirts to sell in the hospital.
That's fire.
So I'm fucking like...
Why do they call you Dragon Wiener? You got a big wiener?
It has nothing to do with my wiener, though a lot of people have seen it.
Yes. And it has got great reviews?
It's got some pretty good reviews. It's got real nice reviews.
Like overall reviews? Yeah,
I think I've never heard anyone be like, ew. Oh. Or like see a wiener. Like even like anybody who's seen it is like, oh, that's a wiener.
Oh. Okay.
and whatnot. Like to the point where one time I got blackmailed by this woman of the opposite sex online on a dating app.
Woman of opposite sex?
Yeah. You gotta be specific nowadays of what you're looking for. Actually, you know what? It was on a video thing, so I don't even really know if it was a way. It could have been women of the same sex.
She might identify as a frog, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is, but like I try to go for women of the opposite sex. That's where my direction and that's what my preference is.
Right.
You know? But I didn't know what I'm saying. What I was talking about.
I kind of dozed off with you, but you said something about the opposite sex, right?
Oh yeah, I got blackmailed one time by a woman on an online dating app. How
did you get blackmailed?
Dude, it was the crazy. I'd never experienced anything like it. Honestly, I didn't think it was that important. Dude, I'm working at a laundromat. I just got back from Hawaii. I'm working at a laundromat. I'm just sitting there mad bored, and I started talking with this chick. And it was the first time I ever did. I never really did do video chats too much, but I did a video chat on something, and she starts giving me a full tour of her dick house. Just open up the windows, open up everything. Like as soon as the thing opens, so that's right there. You should be like, this is suspect.
Wait, a dick house?
Yeah.
Like where she stores her. Like
her private areas. Like where she obviously, from what she was like, all the windows and rooms she was showing me in there, there was definitely she used.
Oh, but that's called a dick house.
Yeah, I think it would be like, just like her whole entire vessel. Like that's how this woman was to me. It was just like this person, like she's for the streets, dog. Like this is just. She is the definition of dick house, bro. Like she just be like revolving door up in there. That shit was crazy. And she starts giving me a full tour and she keeps me like, show me your dick. Like, show me your dick. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm a nice individual. I'm a nice guy now. So I'm just like, I don't do that. Like I'm not sending pictures of my dick. I'm not showing it on the video. Like it's not going to look, not going to look good.
Right.
It never does. But I start feeling bad and guilty. I'm like, dude, she's doing so much right now. She's doing so I'm like, oh man, all right. So I go to the work bathroom and I start just I pull up my shirt, I start pulling out my pants and I just start posing and whatnot. Screen goes black and right there, a video starts playing of this dude who looks like fucking shredded, dude, just posing in the mirror. And I start looking, I'm like, that's fucking me, dude. Like I never really saw myself in a mirror. I'm like, oh dude, so even I thought my dick was good, dude. I was like, I'm not gay, but I was like, that's like.
That's a pretty decent thing.
He's got it pretty good. He's got some abs and stuff. I was like, who is this guy? Like, why is this video popping up? Where'd the girl go? Is this who's really there? Is he just is there a guy just jerking off at me? Is this AI? And then I was like, shit, this is me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? A message give me $350. Or this is going out to all your Facebook friends and has messages all my listed all my Facebook page and all my family member, a bunch of my family members and friends, little cousins and stuff.
Damn.
And I send back, bitch, I send pictures of my dick out for breakfast. I applaud you to find someone who hasn't seen my wiener.
Right.
And she goes, I'm being serious. I'm like, me too. Do it. And so then meanwhile, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I start texting my dad. I'm like, hey, a bunch of our family might see my wiener today. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. I just want to let you become proud of. Some shit went down. I don't know. Well, it's going to go. But then she never did shit.
Yeah.
She never did shit. Never sent it out.
That is, honestly, now I think about it, that is probably the best way to blackmail someone. Go to his Facebook friends, figure out who they are, and then hit them up, get them all riled up, and then once he sends you a dick pic, be like, bam. And she didn't ask for much. She asked for $250.
Right, I was like, she's late on rent or something. This dude's late on rent. Who asked for $350? I think it was even $320. It was a specific number. It was a mad specific number. I'm like, you could have I'd be honestly asking for $500 or something, dude. Right. Get a little extra, pay rent and also go out for a nice meal.
Yeah. She just wanted to
She was just I'm late on rent this week. I gotta find a lick, bro.
Yo, girls and their licks, right? That is a way to get a nigga. That's a way to get a nigga.
100%, man.
That's funny. But
I don't do video chats anymore, really.
got my beard feeling soft. Put a little bit of the scrubber. Look, cat. Feel it. It's soft, baby. Ooh.
Fresh, baby.
Oh, what was that for? Just know our podcast is sponsored by OT's Bath and Body. Keep yourself moisturized so those girls can reply. Order today.
Me.
You got a girlfriend now, right?
No.
Oh, so you're single.
Yep.
Oh, so you're mingling?
Yeah, mingling around.
Mingling.
Mingling.
Only with your preferences of women.
What was that?
Only preferences of women.
Yeah, only preferences of women.
Women. We gotta make it known too.
Right, natural. The ones who were born women.
What would you be looking for right now? Like if you had to pick, like what kind of woman? Give me an individual of a woman
individual?
right now. No, not individual. A visual.
A visual
of a woman that you would like right now. Like what does she have to be?
She had like the kind eyes, a nice face. Like I love good ass.
Good ass.
I love a nice butt.
Nice booty.
Just like I
booty man.
Yeah, I'm a booty dude. And also like they like me messing around with their titties. I'll fuck around with their titties. But like the specifics.
What race you going for?
Oh, dude, I like my chocolate, man.
You like your chocolate?
I like my
like black girls.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's fire.
I've dipped in a couple like different races and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, because us blacks don't even like our black girls. So like, it's like for you to like them, we appreciate you.
No, dude, I like a certain type of ones.
Yeah.
It's the ones that are beautiful are fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
But like then when it's
ratchet, it's ratchet.
With whites or like Hispanics, you can find some like in the middle ground where you're like, all right, this is like a butter face, but like like a dark skinned butter face is just like a shit. Like I'm gonna walk this way.
Nah, listen, man, it's dangerous out here in these streets, especially dealing with white women, especially.
Yo, dog. I argued with white bitches at a church on Saturday for mad long.
Why?
Dude, they were just getting on my nerves, dog. It was just we were making something for the vacation Bible school, was helping them out with it, and it just turned into such a long thing, dude. And I was just and then right after that, I was invited down to like West Haven, and it was in a Juneteenth show.
Yeah.
So then I was like a bunch of like white bitches arguing all day, and then I went down to a show where I was probably the only white dude in a 5-mile radius. I had a great time, dog.
Nah, because at the end of the day, you know how to mingle, you know how to be around, you know what I mean, without being weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think what happens with white women is that they fake care. They do the fake caring where they get more offended about something more than the race that's being offended by. Like
just more than anyone's getting offended by.
Exactly. Like if somebody, like I'm Puerto Rican, right? And if you start talking to me in Spanish, I'm not gonna feel like you're cultural appropriating. Or like if you're in Puerto Rico and you decide to wear like a frog on your shirt or something, or like
if I wore like a sombrero around a Mexican dude.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like it should be. It look like you're accepting the culture. Remember in the '90s when it looked like we were accepting the culture?
Yeah, dog. Remember? Yeah, dude. I think that's the whole issue, man. Like everybody feels like their opinion matters. But you remember growing up, dude?
Yeah.
Did your fucking opinion matter?
No, it didn't.
It did not, dude. It was awesome, dude. It was great.
And you're not lying. It's because we got a voice now. Facebook gave.
We feel we have a voice that matters. So we project it. And we don't have to see before when you wanted to say something to someone or had a beef with someone, you couldn't just like impulse put it on the line.
Right.
You had to go up to that person, look him in the face, and be like, "I don't like you, fuck you," or say something crazy to him.
Right.
And by the time you got to that point, most of the time you're like, "I don't
even feel that much.
Yeah, he's not even that bad anymore. Like I don't really care."
Right.
But now we have we can impulsively put our thoughts and our emotions out on there and react to our emotions instead of dealing with it and handling it. We feel like it matters and we're doing something.
Right.
And it's like, no, dude, like back at, like you said, like the 90s, early 2000s, people, we were all bullied and bullies.
Yeah.
And life was great because we all were checked.
Right.
We all got checked and we all realized that the only thing that matters really is just how you treat your fellow person.
Right.
But if you fucking over here just I got a problem with lines. Someone's always got a problem with how people are shaving or,
And I know what I blame more? I blame more the industries. Like the industries that allow their voices to be caring. Because remember, people used to movies what was the movie they try to fucking protest that nobody knows about like that? Like American Pie and shit like that. You know, the people complained about American Pie a lot. But no one cared about what you said. And they used to be like that when social media first came out. People would write their shit, but no one cared. Yeah. It was just, what happened was these fucking industries started being like, oh, we need to stop because now we're getting complaints. You know what I mean?
So start censoring. And also then we stopped interacting with each other for a whole year and a half. So when we had that non-reaction, this media became our source of reality.
Right.
And that kind of changed everything that made it be like, instead of it just being like a space was just like stupid and retarded, it was just like, it was like, this is our life now. We're just inside and looking at this screen, this box.
Right. It's bad, bro. It's a bad, especially with censorship now and and how the social medias are trying to take it. That's me fighting me right now. See, these are the battles we fight.
Internal battles. That's what life's about.
And I think it's the drinking mixed with like the weed we were smoking. It got me a little tweaky. But that's live, baby. We all go through it. We make mistakes.
we get tweaky. Sometimes we got to fight a few chickens on the island.
Yo, kids, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. What's like the smallest animal you think you'd fight and like try to actually hurt?
Actually hurt?
Yeah.
And fight?
Yeah.
But like I gotta become some type of competition too.
Yeah, I mean,
like you can't just fight like a chickmunk and punch.
Yeah, right. You can just walk out and like you gotta get like a nut competition going on. Right?
Yeah, you gotta fight like a baby bear or something like that, like a cub.
That's the smallest you would go.
Like a cub.
That's the smallest animal that you would fight.
Cause that's like competition too. Like I think he'll.
That's a hell of a competition.
A baby bear? You think a baby bear put the pieces on me?
I think because whenever there's a baby bear, there's a mama bear around. That's angry as fuck, bro.
That's true. But I caught the baby bear lacking. I caught the baby bear down the street. You know what I mean?
I think, dude. Baby bear got that retard strength, though. Like they don't pull punches, bro. Like as much as you think you're not pulling punches. Have you ever been beat up by someone with a syndrome of Down?
Someone with syndrome of Down.
When I was 14, one of the places I lived with, this dude that was 26, syndrome of Down, real tight face, looked like he'd been sucking on warheads all day.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of me because he thought I stole his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Just started laying down the hammers of God on him. He just fisting down, dog, freaking out. Dude.
He got the drop on you though, right?
Dude, we were in my room. My room was a hallway at the time. We were just like chilling there, and he just started he got the drop. I was 14, this dude was 26, and just like, it was crazy, dude. He just snapped. We were just sitting there looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and he just fucking Kid Matt, dude.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck, bro. You gotta be careful in these streets, man.
Yeah, dude. You gotta be careful with whoever you bump into.
Yeah, man. Like they can.
You might bump into a baby bear.
Yeah, a baby bear don't want it. Put that nigga in the fucking hell. Who'd you fight?
I fought a lot of chickens in Hawaii. Like
chickens?
I beat, I socked them because they were flying at me. And I was like just rocking, socking.
You should be
robots.
a master at beating cocks, right? You should be.
Yeah, I'll beat a cock. I'll beat a cock.
You're a cock beating sensei.
Dude. I took karate for a week and I also beat cocks for 3 weeks. You know, like.
Yo,
for like a month, dude. That's where you had to go. Yeah, after you do karate for like a week, they send you off to training camp where you live in a house made of pallets on a coffee farm.
Yeah,
and you just walk out and to get the breakfast, you have to just be at least 7 cocks. You know, just really just rock them in the face while they're like, like.
That's fucking hilarious. Did you get to kill them though?
They're surprisingly very hard to kill.
But did you get grab by the neck, kind of like go like this to them?
Yeah, you see, my buddy who the patio furniture.
Yeah.
Was mad hungry one day and freaking there was a chicken in the yard and he runs, grabs it, starts trying to like he's gotten into a mad big fight with it, starts bashing its head with a rock, starts walking away, it's like that dude Family Guy skit, dude. He just kept on getting up. He tried to get a knife and just cut it, but the feathers just slid the knife off. So he
oh damn, he was there.
He was a fucking crazy dude. I was like, no, I'm just watching this fucking smoking, just watching this chilling, just like this is ridiculous to eat breakfast to. I'm drinking coffee and shit. Just
like he put murder on live.
Yeah, no, he went on it. But dude, them chicks were feisty, bro. Like they would literally fly at your head and shit.
No. Listen, my grandpa had some. So like when the way he used to kill him, he used to be tender and nice and cool, and then just grab the neck, like just hold it real tight and just go like this to them.
No,
until they were dead. Bro.
Just rodeo house them.
I'm not even lying.
That's awesome. My dad used to be the guy who caught the chickens after they cut the head off. So like your buddy would run around and he would have to tackle it.
Damn, that's funny too. That's
funny. Like, I guess there's no like not funny way to kill a chicken. I guess because you can beat so the chicken's like the best smallest animal you can beat up.
Yeah. It's also pretty violent too. Fucking
dude. They're freaking like that's why they got chicken fights, bro. Like
cockfights.
Yeah, cockfights.
That's fire.
I fought cocks.
Yeah. No, listen, I do it all the time. Except
you fight, but it's a club, not at a farm.
Well, I do a self-training.
You do it what?
I do self-training,
self-training. You just beat your own. You just beat your own.
I just
BYOC.
You know what I mean?
BYOC over here, bro. That's your rapper name.
You know how people take martial arts in their own time, and they practice martial arts in their own time.
Yeah, my brothers they do martial arts and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that's how I am. I'm a self-proclaimed cock beater. You know what I mean?
So you put UFC to like a new different meaning.
Then like if they want to sign me and we can start this like kind of like organization.
Ultimate fighter of cock.
Like what would it be? UFC, yeah, UFC. UFC too, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
UFSC. Ultimate fighter of self-cock.
Of self-cock. Right. Unless they want a competitor.
That sounds like a porn website. No,
Sounds
definitely a gay porn website, bro.
Definitely something you can look it up on one of those search bars.
Yeah, definitely something I'm not gonna look up.
Yeah.
I don't think I need that on my heart.
Yeah. I mean, you already have enough practice, right? You don't. Really,
I already beat enough of them.
Yeah, there's no reason why, you know what I mean, as persons of, you know what I mean, of high cock stature, we should be looking at other low grade.
Yeah, it's like I've already lived it. I don't need to experience virtually.
Exactly.
It's like people who were in war versus people who play Call of Duty.
Right.
You know,
Right. Exactly.
I lived it, son.
I does this.
I did it for a living.
Nah, that's cool. So right now, you doing shows right now?
Yeah.
And how do shows, like, how is the show life? How do you get these shows? How do you put these things together?
So mainly either like you put them on yourself.
First of all, wait, let me backtrack. Back it up. So we didn't get into the fact, what stirred the lane? What broke the cherry for comedy for you? What the day you were like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking get on stage?
Was when I got asked to do the speech at the gala. For the Children's Hospital, which is like a huge meet. Like I thought I was going to just dinner with my doctor, and then next thing you know, I'm at this like $500 ticket. Like the mayor's introduced to me, and I'm just like, "Hey, my name's Dragon." Yeah. I wrote a little joke in there that was like, "Me and my doctor have a great relationship, but it is an open one."
Right.
And it killed. I was like, I got other doctors, she got other patients, but we make it work.
Yeah.
You know, I hit that, and like everyone died and was like freaking out, and I got a standing ovation. And I was like, you know what? I made these guys laugh. I'm gonna go. I could probably do this.
And you said you were a motivated speaker before.
No, I never really spoke a lot, but I always liked to make people laugh, and I always wanted to do comedy. Like first time I told my dad when I was like probably like 12, I wanted to do comedy. He's like, prepare to get booed off stage.
Right.
And I wasn't ready to hear that at the time until I started doing it. So after I did the gala, I started going to these open mics with like poetry and people playing guitars and anything up there, and started just kind of like doing like just telling crazy stories like I'm telling you right now, just like crazy ass Hawaiian stories and shit like that. And and then I started finding like the comedy mic circuits and stuff like that. Got into those, and it was just now I'm here, and it's kind of just been one thing after another, and something that's always attracted me, and I'm not bad at.
Right.
And it's fun. So I mainly just people reach out to me and are like, hey, like, you want to be on a show this weekend or next weekend or at a certain point? I'm like, sure.
Yeah. So how's the space treated you so far? Like, and because you only work in on this site in Mass.
What, for comedy?
For comedy?
No, I do. I went to North Carolina before. Yeah. I do Connecticut. I've been to a few, like 1 or 2 New York mics. I haven't ventured out there as much as I should with it being so close. But I've done a lot of Connecticut mics and a lot of Mass mics. I do a lot more Mass stuff.
So how's the circuit? Like, is it chilling? Like, are people there really cool? Like, is everybody welcoming, or is comedy's like a bunch of assholes just getting together?
It's definitely a lot of mental illness getting together in a room. It's definitely a lot of
borderline retarded.
Just a lot of problems getting together, because you don't go up on stage and start talking about your crazy thoughts and projecting unless you want to be heard. You have like an ego, and just needs to be fed. You weren't hugged enough.
You
weren't hugged enough, and you probably were dropped a couple times, and just ate a few paint chips, maybe stuck a fork in the socket a couple of times. Just like to taste colors.
Yeah. So that's basically how the comedy space is.
It's like it's just like anything, any kind of circuit. Like, you were talking about the music circuit where things get kind of it gets very saturated, but also like you.
Yeah, with the music circuit is more like a bunch of narcissistic people that think they already made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now just put that to like you don't even have there's nothing going on stage unless you're speaking.
Right.
The narcissism that goes into that for some things is just it's neurotic.
But that's what builds it, right? You gotta have a little bit of narcissism to be even up there.
Heck yeah. I mean, there's a healthy amount of everything. But there's definitely definitely some great talent around. And there's also some stuff where it's like, I don't want to hear your thoughts, man. I don't want to hear your thoughts. I'm just
everybody belongs up there.
Yeah, no, but open mics like and stuff like that, anybody can get up there.
Right.
Like we had an 8-year-old kid at this one mic, dude, and she killed it.
Yeah?
She killed it, dude.
That's so cool.
It was awesome.
That's cool. See, that's what I like to see. Open mics are raunchy though, right?
Yeah, dude. It gets so.
I only been to like at least I think like 3 of them in my lifetime.
It gets a lot, and especially if you're there the whole time, that's like 3-4 hours of just like.
Damn. Sometimes
it goes on forever, and you're like, dude, I need to like step out of here. Like I'm about to go crazy. Just you're picking up so much other energy and other thoughts of just.
But I can only imagine, like, for a comic, like the whole show is bombing, like, and you come and do a great set or a decent set, it's really like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude,
fuck with it.
100%, dude. Then you really hit a real high. Like comedy has a lot of highs of the highs and also like some of the lowest of the lows.
Yeah.
Like some nights where you feel like I'm just the fucking king. Like I'll do okay on the world, perform anywhere. Then other times, like the night after, you just get your nuts kicked in. You'll just be like, why do I do this, dude? Like this is terrible. It sucks.
It's a humbling sport. It's a humbling sport.
It'll teach you. And then the ones who you gotta love both aspects of it.
Right.
And the ones who do are the ones who like keep around and stay with it.
Facts. Nah, that shit is crazy. Have you ever got heckled?
Yeah, a few times.
How's the heckling? How does that go?
It's early on. It's rough. It was rough for me.
Yeah.
I was be like, I'd freeze up or something like that. But
fuck, what am I supposed to like?
Now I just kind of like, I'll just get into a conversation with them or just talk back or just ignore them. You know, you learn how to like wield it because, you know, you're on stage saying a lot of like similar things. So you can come up with like, obviously responses for it.
Right.
Certain types of things. And some people are just crazy. Like this is one old dude who was like a Vietnam War vet. He like crashed a helicopter like 7 times, has teeth, he pops out. This dude, Glenn, man, he's awesome. But he's like, dude, he'll say the craziest things, dude. I've never seen him walk a straight line. And one time he just yelled out, I got a knife. And it was just like, we're like, dude, like everyone stay away from there. Like I told him he looked like a dad of another comic. And he goes, I was breastfed by my father. I was like, yo, like, this is insane, dude. So he comes to the Irish Ale House on Wednesdays occasionally, and occasionally he'll just pop up at a show and stuff, and he's like, ha, 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 and has this crazy, unique laugh, man. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's cool though. See, I think that's the great part about the comedy space. Just that it's made to try to make you laugh. So even if niggas are bombing, like if you understand comedy and you see somebody that's bombing, you're like he hasn't got the right delivery.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
He got work.
But it's there. Something is there.
100%, dude. 100%. It does. If you let it builds a great community.
Yeah.
If you let it and accept it. If you try to like battle with people or, you know, like want to treat it as a competition or put others down as like line step or create gates that don't need to be there, then it creates problems and issues as anything does.
Right.
But if you come out to it like with that mindset, I'm just like, yo, dude, like that was cool. Try it like this way or like, you know, just you try. It's trying to play like fix your own Rubik's Cube and it's playing with Legos. You get to like switch things around and move stuff and you're just like, dude, like, oh, it didn't work like this, but I know it's funny. So let me try it like this. Let me try twisting like that. There's so many different aspects of like that you can tweak, like whether it be your tone or your body language, how you say the volume, just some words in general, and just you can move so many different pieces and levels. It's so intricate.
And that's the beauty of. I think that's why I like it in the sense of I like it more than music, like comedy in general and the stand up. Because with music, it's the same thing, kind of. You got to kind of rehearse it. You kind of have to have this type of flow that you're gonna build. You can't just have a song that's gonna be lame or have a lame like build. You know what I'm saying? It has to delivery has to be on point.
100%.
But the thing is, with jokes, you're literally trying it on the day. Like you're not pre-recorded material. It's just on the day. Oh, yesterday I did this and it bombed, but today we're
trying it again. Like you can say something in the mirror 1,000 times or in front of your friends 100 times.
Yeah.
But like once you hit the certain stages, some people will love it and some people will like. That's why you got to try to read the room best you can. You got to throw some like testers on out.
Well, what would be some advice you would give? Because right now, like I've been to where I've been with people that are comics that want to do it, and they ask me like, "Yo, you should go try it." Fuck it, you know what I mean? You make me laugh on the podcast, but I'd be like, "Bro, the podcast is me and the camera and possibly you." You know what I mean? It's not us, and then other white people's opinions, because most of the time it was white people. Because when I went to Boston, it was just mad white people there, and I was scared.
You're going to Boston. That's
Yeah.
why.
And that's why I was nervous. I was over there like, you want me to go on stage? I might say some shit that might fuck up this whole thing. You know what I mean?
Be even like there's some, but like a lot of comedy shows though, that's what people are scared to say things. But when you're just reeling in the moment and just be authentically yourself,
Yeah.
that's the stuff that like people connect with, and people are like, oh, this is cool, because like that's what like for those 5, 10, 20 minutes, however long you're on there,
Yeah.
you and
That's
everybody.
long too, nigga. Goddamn.
Dude, I remember when like 5 minutes felt long, dude. And now like I'll run through 10 and like a couple of jokes, and I'm just like, dude, I want to go longer. I need more of this. It's like a little drug, man. I'm just taking hits off of it, bro. Hits off the stage. Yeah, dude. That's cool, man. That's a fucking cool thing.
I could tell, and it's
a lot of aspects to it.
And it takes a fucking nigga with fucking big cojones to go on the stage and just say some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or just be funny or to attempt it. You know what I'm saying? What are the comedians you looked up to, like growing up?
I liked so like first comedian I ever like listened to. My dad had this cassette tape. He would always play, or cassette player of Emo Phillips. He was just this weird, awkward white dude, man. Just was mad weird. So that was like
what's his name again?
Emo Phillips.
Emo Phillips?
Yeah.
Really?
Mad quirky. He still tours around. I just saw
Cat,
him.
look up Emo Phillips.
Check out Emo Phillips. He's freaking. You'll look at him and be like, "That's a fucking crazy ass honky dog." Like, this is a weird looking cracker.
That shit is funny.
But like, he's like a weird in like the 70s era, like 80s, you know, 80s, 70s, 80s.
Like the Richard Pryor time. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you see that one?
Yeah,
you see that dude?
yeah.
And you're like, that dude's weird.
That
dude's like a
weird.
dang mime, bro.
He looked funny as shit though.
Yeah, dude. He had this one. That would just be like, there's so many different things that he said that would just like become in our house. He had this one joke where he was talking with a psychiatrist, and he gave him a chocolate rabbit. And he's like, well, if you bite the eyes out, you're normal. If you bite the belly out, you have like an eating disorder. And if you bite the feet, you have like some sort of like fetish or something. And then he goes, okay, doc, well, what does it mean if you bite out the eyes and scream, stop staring at me? Like, stupid shit like that. Where you're just like, it'll be like, I was crawling through the sewers. Like I had the craziest dream, the other day. I was crawling through the sewers, and I finally got to the other side, and I got hit in the head with a shovel. And that's when my dream started. Like stupid shit. That was just like, thanks. I liked him. I liked Ronnie Dangerfield, Nick Swartzen, Mitch Hedberg, a lot of like comics like that, that were just, they're that weird and quirky themselves, had their own like type of language. I like the way certain people spoke, and I like that. And that's something I've kind of like taken apart. I mean, my whole entire life has been like I say things weird. People started calling them Ianisms, and say,
Ianisms?
I say weird shit like phalanges or like,
That's fire. I like Ianism.
Mad cool, though. That's what. I took a class, and that's how I met one of my best friends, or my best friend. I paid my most expensive friend. Paid $300 to meet this dude.
Yeah. Wait. You paid to meet him?
No, we each paid for a class. I mean, the best thing to come out of it was we fucking met each other. It was mad cool. He's the best friend, dude, ever I had. He's mad cool. Maverick. And yeah, dude. I'm mad high. I forgot what I was saying.
Maverick, your best friend.
Best friend. What was I saying right before that?
Goddamn, brother, we smoke like we.
We need an instant replay.
What did you say?
I was talking about comedians that I looked up to.
And then you were talking about performance. Fuck. I don't know.
Oh, Ianisms.
Ianism.
Hey,
Ianisms.
baby, we're back. We ain't that high. Here we go.
We high five. All right, go.
But yeah, I love the Chris vibe and just say weird things in a weird tone. I just like to say, I see things differently than I guess a lot of people. Everyone can say that, but like people will be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" A lot of the times I'm talking, and I'm like, I don't really know.
It's part of Ianism.
Ianisms, exactly. I'll say like things like that.
So it's like a new religion, kind of.
Yeah, I'll start a cult.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I actually started a Mafia in Hawaii.
Did you?
Yep, it was completely by accident, but like I fucking started.
How did you start a mafia by accident?
So this dude who, one of my friends out in Hawaii, they were from Connecticut actually. So it was a bunch of people from, and his little brother came out, and he was probably like my age, a couple of years older than this dude, but his name was Tony, and in my brain, I was like, I always wanted a friend named Tony, so I called him Rigatoni Stromboli. So I was like, yo, this dude, Rigatoni Stromboli. Hey, how we doing, yo? How we doing, Rigatoni? Amazing. You're looking fantastic today. And so, like, in my brain, I thought this dude signed checks now as Rigatoni Stromboli because, like, that's just the nickname I gave him. I forgot his real name was Tony. And I got him this job at this Vietnamese sandwich shop. I just told him to walk in. Or I said they were hiring and he's looking for a job. I'm like, dude, just walk in. And he went and got it. And one day he forgot his house keys in my car. And so I go and walk in to deliver it. And I go, like, without even, like, thinking, I'm like, Rigatoni working here? And this boss was looking at me in the cash register and was like, what? You serious? And I'm like, yeah, it's Rigatoni working here. And he goes, that's his real name. Like, that's, no one here works by that name. And I go, and now I'm like, I feel like I'm committed. I don't even realize I did the accent. I just kind of said it because I was like, I just in it. And then I'm like, all right, we're already this far. Let's become. I'm like, I think it's going by Tony nowadays. And he goes, it's like, eyes wide open. He turns around and leaves. Tony comes out. We walk outside. I give him his keys. He walks back in, and his boss goes, Tony, are you okay? Is he part of like the Mafia or something? Like, I saw his tattoos and stuff like that. Like, are you like in trouble? Here, give him a sandwich. And so, like, meanwhile, I'm in like khakis and a black like V-neck. So I just got out of work, dude. The only tattoo you can see is just like a little bit on my elbow right here.
Yeah.
That's all. Like,
That's threatening.
I guess so. To a Vietnamese man in Hawaii at a sandwich shop.
That is
so
true.
Now,
I would be scared too if I was Vietnamese.
Right, dude, his family and kids that work there and stuff like that. I'm walking in to drop off a key. You know, like what is key code?
With the devil's breath. Like,
I don't got the breath of God up inside of me, dog. I'm fucked up, bro. I'm line stepping. So now I'm going in on like a weekly basis, just being like, yo, I'm really proud of my cousin. You know, he's his grandfather's done amazing things to the pasta industry. It's fantastic. You know, he's beautiful. I'm really proud of him. And I'm getting like free sandwiches, iced coffees, like a whole bunch of just shit. I'm going on. But then Tony tells me one day, he goes, yo, Ian, like I haven't been getting paid. And I'm like, dude, he thinks you're a part of the fucking Mafia, dog. Like I feel obligated to do something. And like, no, because like, dude, this is like disrespecting me. He's not respecting me. I'm like, I start getting my own head about this. I'm like, this is like he's fucking, you know what I mean?
He's like,
teach the family I was living with and like two other methods how to speak fake New York Italian. And we all walked down there, started bumping into each other, making it feel like we were like 30, being mad loud. I walk up to the countertop. So stupid, bro. And I'm like, you know, I'm really proud of my cousin over here. Really proud of him. He's coming in a job, he punches it, he punches out, he does the work thing, you know, he's doing fantastic. I'm really proud of him. But you know, it troubles me when I hear you're not doing yours. And he starts looking at his kids, you know, his wife, and starts looking around. I start going, shit, dude, like this is not going to, like this is way more than I thought I was in for. Like I was just impulse thought thinking, and I was just like, I don't want to have to come back. Stromboli mob out, and I went, and we all laughed, dude.
He's a Stromboli mob.
Dude, it turns out he just got hired on the wrong end of like a bi-weekly paycheck.
Yeah.
So he was just like, it just took it like an extra couple weeks to get his paycheck, dude. But then like Rigatoni's now feels fucking invincible, stops showing up to his job.
Yeah.
And he gets fired. And I'm just like, dude, like you're beat. Like I'm not going back down there. Like I ain't doing this. Like I already, like I already got you paid. Like I ain't fucking with this dog.
No, that's fucking hilarious. Cause boy, why would the motherfucker pull out a strap? Like if he was a little bit more gangster than you guys.
Yo, dude, if that Vietnamese dude just pegged out, like just chopsticked me, dog.
Like, yo. That could have been a situation.
100%.
That's
dude.
funny though. That's funny.
100%.
So is the mob disbanded now? Like is it?
Yeah. We were retired.
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 You gotta drop it, man. Crime rate is high nowadays.
100%, dude. Saturated just like the rap game, man. Just like anything, dude. Everyone want to do it.
Everybody want to do it.
SoundCloud came out and everybody's like, I'm gonna start robbing people.
Yeah. I don't know how the correlation happened, but it happens.
It happened. They were like, oh, with the internet's a thing. We can do this.
The Jews, bro. The Jews.
Juice?
Hitler was
like, like what, orange juice or like apple juice? What's your favorite kind of juice? Like, so which one's causing it? Which juice is causing the robberies? You think cranberry, right?
It's the cranberry
like
juice.
Cranberry or cran grape or some shit. Like, so that makes your teeth feel gritty. So that makes your cheeks really suck in and pucker.
Yeah, no.
It ain't cran apple. That's for damn sure, dude.
No,
Cran apple's
definitely-
fire, bro. Cran apple's a friendly individual.
Definitely cran apple definitely suits well. It suits well.
Yeah, it's a friendly dude. Like, it's just
a friendly
like,
Jew.
It's the cousin that's just gonna kind of sit there and be like, you know, like don't poke them too much, but we can dabble around and hang out for a bit.
It's like what we were talking about earlier, like with the crackers.
Yeah, dog. Dude, what's your favorite kind of cracker? Let's hear it. What's your favorite kind of cracker?
I told you earlier.
I know, but I want to hear
it. Was the Middle Eastern. It was the
Middle Eastern cracker.
Yeah,
I've never. Like, what is that? Like, it's like, what is that? Like dried naan?
A little bit of Muslim.
Like dried up pieces of naan that they just smash up.
It has hummus.
That's the shit they dip in hummus. The hummus is fire, bro. I'll fucking eat a bunch of hummus. I'll eat a bunch of mushed up chickpeas with some spice in there.
Yeah, chickpeas.
Now, isn't that what hummus is?
I don't know.
It's mushed up, just like that. Step on it or something like wine. Hey, can we look that up? Hummus, man, can we get a hummus factory going?
Hummus factory.
I'm kidding, yo.
Okay. Come on, look for it too.
I was feeling real podcasting right now. Like, can we look it up? Can we pull it up? We pull up to something and start just shouting out, dude. I feel cool as fuck right now.
Yo, we're gonna get the hummus. Break down the hummus.
Bring it down. Can we bring it up? Oh, can we bring it?
Nah, but that's fun, bro. I like the fact that
Meth head chickens. Can we bring it up?
I like the fact that you're funny. You have this like comedic side of you, and you have this uplifting side of you too, as well.
Yeah, I just became a life coach.
A life coach. That's something I heard that you were doing.
Yeah, I've started a podcast where I do like 5-minute quick tips of positivity. And someone suggested I do life coaching because of the podcast, and I ended up getting, because of the podcast, a scholarship to this program.
Yeah. Damn.
So I'm coaching CTE too, so everything just kind of like.
That was your calling. Maybe that was more of your calling too.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, but that'd be fucking hilarious. They go and see you at night. In the morning, you're a motivational speaker. At night, you're talking shit about the kids you motivate.
Yo,
that goddamn retards out there, man.
Like, dang, no, like, dude. I do like sessions get deep, bro. Like, yeah, I'm helping people trying to be their best self, and then I'm also like saying how it is at night.
You can't serve two masters, right? That's what they say.
Absolutely, right?
That's what they say.
100%. Can't serve two masters.
No, but is there such thing as religion? I don't be went over energy.
I think
religion is good for the standpoint of keeping everybody's morality straight.
100% morality straight. And if you think about it, like I always say, this is like every religion, every single thing is telling the same story. It's all the same message and the same story. The difference is vanity and illusion.
Right.
It's just thinking that someone else is lesser than what you believe in. And it's just like, dude, at the end of the day, if anything I'm doing is not trying to control or harm anyone,
right,
do it, dude. Like, religion can go down different many things. Like, like some people working out's their religion. Like, there's just that stuff they're driven to. That's what they serve. That's
right.
They have those different. We all have different masters that we serve and things that we do. But like, I think there is like a source, or there is a creation, a God that creates all, and it's like a collectiveness of some sort. Like, all I know is I know nothing. Right. And sometimes I don't even fucking know that, man.
I'm with you. I don't
even know that. But I just know what feels right.
Right.
Or feels good. And then just like, you just listen to your heart and just kind of walk forward, which is what all religions are saying. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Because that's what it is, right? The thing about people in religion is they get real culty about it. You know what I mean? And they want to make sure you really worship that shit. You know what I mean? Or you really like, down for the set.
You're like, my way or the highway, sir. And you're going to hell. Or
like,
you're not going to get your virgins. You ain't getting your virgins. Or just anything like that. Dog. It's like, yeah, like, it's just nonsense to get like argue about certain beliefs of different people, because everybody walks different paths. But like I said, at the end of the day, I think we're all on our path back to God or back to source.
Exactly. And it's like, doesn't matter what book you read, it's all the same knowledge. You should be kind to others, and you should do what you want done to you is done to others. You know what I mean? All 100%. The great stuff. They have great stuff in it. Just don't make it about freaking what you should worship or what this guy should worship.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're wrong, but I'm right. Yeah. This is like part of poke holes in other people's like plates, man. Like, just like everybody, like, just we can all eat. This was an abundant world. The only people that I think I don't really care for that much is like atheists. I met some really cool ones, but like, dude, that's just so boring, man.
Yeah.
You're just not gonna imagine anything.
Nah, it's
like
black.
Just make some shit up, bro. Like, just make some shit up, dog. Like, that's funny. Like, everybody else is just creating their own shit. They say the same message. Just make your own shit.
Even Scientology, they got their own shit.
Exactly. They got fucking like octopus monsters that are like having sex. Is that hentai? Which one's the one with the octopus like face that like? Am I getting them mixed up?
Yeah, I think getting mixed up.
I'm getting stuff mixed up now.
But the Scientology has that guy that's still alive and he's like their god and shit. Like they're
dude, he's just writing stories. Dude, he's the best fiction. Dude, you know, the founder of Scientology, Walt Disney, and Warner von Braun, a Nazi, founded NASA.
Damn, see?
Right? So like a Scientologist, a Satanist, and a Nazi founded NASA.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Dude, like who's gonna paint pictures of the stars?
Because if you believe in God, you don't believe there's space.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true. All three of those.
I might be wrong, but
you don't believe in space. I think space is different. I think it's like extra. I think things that are for like aliens and stuff. I think it's extra territorial. So I think there's like maybe like I think Antarctica is like an ice wall of some sort, and there's like more land, so it's like extraterrestrial, extra terra, extra territory. So there's like more things beyond. And
do you think we're in that little firmament shit? The firmament? The firmament?
Dude, yeah, I believe.
And there's more fucking like there's more to the earth than we think.
Levels,
it's not that we're flat Earth. It's that there's more to the earth than what we think.
Exactly, dude. It continues to go.
Like we're contained. Like we're the ones that are like that's why like Atlantis, all the advanced ones are around us.
Yeah, they're just like, yo, let's cover these.
Just keep these niggers here. I'll bleep that one. But
let's let these butt lickers live on the air, dog.
Yeah. Like we're the mutts. Like we're the ones like, oh, another procreating. Yeah, look at them just flooding up that little area.
Are they fucking cousins out there, dog? Like
the aliens is just dumb coming in like, oh my, with the hazmat suit.
Just do a little quick cleanup and shit.
Have you seen that one with the guy in the backyard? With the it's in Vegas, and it was so basically
sound like the beginning of a bad joke. You know the guy in the backyard in Vegas?
No, it does.
Walked into a bar, you know.
But it was like this like Hispanic family, right? And an officer's body cam that caught a green like light going to the ground, and then the parents they called the cops and shit saying that something is back there, and they have video footage of them running away from something, and then obviously you see all the TikTok shit later on of a creature, some sort of creature shit, but the motherfuckers is missing now. Niggas haven't seen them since that shit happened.
Men in Black, dog.
They started talking about it, but they said people said they haven't left their house, but they haven't seen any movement in the house either. But that could be people just saying shit. You know what I mean? I'm not in fucking Oklahoma. I'm not in fucking Vegas to know if the nigga moving out of his bathroom or not.
So then do you think it's like aliens or just like things that like we built? Because in Hawaii you'd see like every now and then like drones and shit flying around because there's like huge military bases over there.
Right. That could be that. Aliens could be a disguise for what we're really building.
Right, because like I mean, I was thinking about this earlier, man. Like, you know, if you want to create like something where like a one world like type of power or type of like government. Capsule, right? Government or order, like you gotta bring together to create a common enemy.
Right.
That's how like anything gets done. Is creating an enemy somewhere.
That's the plot to Watchmen, right? Watchmen. You ever seen this?
Yeah.
Watchmen has that big plasma dude that becomes like, he's like, I gotta do this because then I'll bring world peace. And he sacrifices himself because, you know what I mean, and draws world peace after that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Facts, dude. It's just naked blue guys crashing and exploding.
That's really what it is. That's what they're showing.
That's what life is. That's what the world is right now.
Nah, I mean, but like they say sometimes they think that the aliens could be just another form of how we're gonna look in the future. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're maybe it's a suit. Maybe it's a suit all along. You know what I mean?
100%, right?
You just never know.
Do you believe in giants?
Yes, I do in a weird way. Like I don't listen. I know, but I do. Okay, I do. I
don't believe in giants.
She don't believe in anything. She's atheist.
Oh, you're boring.
That's Kat, yo. Yo, but listen. But Kat is also a forgiver of sins. She's on the show as our woman witness. So if we talk about anything about women, she's here to forgive us. And pretty soon I'm gonna have her with a pastor suit, so that way she
just be like, you know,
just forgiving our sins.
We'll say some crazy ass shit like we did earlier.
Yeah.
Be like pan over and be like, we forgiven.
And Kat will just
forgive me, Kat, for I have sinned.
Exactly. That's all I guess because they always
call every bitch a hoe, every hoe bitch.
Nah, listen, because when I bring the guests here, they always feel uncomfortable because we talk about shit and be like, yo, Kat's there behind us, and you're just gonna say that. I'm like, Kat's here to forgive us, bro. Don't. She's not here to judge you. She's here to tell you, my son, I understand, and you're forgiven.
You're forgiven. I try to treat you. I baptize you in the breast milk of life. What do you think the symbol of forgiven for like is like an X or is it?
I thought it was like a clear. So.
Oh yeah, so like
That's a symbol of life right there.
Symbol of life. Circle of life.
That's crazy. That's
Like,
another crazy thing too.
Dude, if they ever made a reboot of Lord of the Rings, you'd be Samwise Gamgee.
Damn.
They would cast you in it.
That's what we're gonna have me, right?
They would definitely cast you as either like I don't know if you'd be like a troll, like one of the dwarves, or a hobbit, bro. Like, but you seem
Hobbit would be fire.
I think you'd be a hobbit. I think you'd be the sidekick to the main character, Samwise Gamgee's. Be out there just carrying and cooking the food. Traveling though,
but that would be all of us then, because then the whole cast got to be remade. It has to be a whole black cast.
Yeah, right.
Can a whole black cast do Lord of the Rings? It'd be like Wakanda almost.
Dude, it would be like Wakanda, but like I don't know. I feel like they would find a better way to like destroy the ring. They'd be like, we don't need to go all with it.
Probably shoot at it.
Like, fuck, I'll turn this into a freaking bong or something. I'll fucking burn. I'll put this in my burn. I'll put my gun and shoot it up the space, dog. Or like if anyone else got the ring, I'd be like, fuck you. Like, what you doing? You think you're better than me?
I mean, we don't need drag queens reading to our children. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they can't, but it's like, and then you're gonna come in your outfits too, like.
When it gets pushed onto people, I think anything I reject kind of anything that people feel like that you have to do this or you have to accept this. Like that's why I didn't watch no Game of Thrones or things like that. When someone tells me I have to do something, like I'm like, dude, like just chill.
It's the rebuttal,
It makes me kind of like think about it. I mean, like what's going on here for real? Like why is this being pushed so much? Like why is it? You kind of like gotta peel back some layers.
It's like it's a great segue into what the submarine should happen.
Oh, shoot.
The submarine was being pushed on us like crazy. And to the point where people were making... It was kind of... If it happened the way it happened, because there's also conspiracy that didn't happen, but if it happened the way it happened, it is kind of tragic how everybody kind of made memes.
Immediately. That's where we live in.
Like they had a George Floyd picture on one of the submarines that said, I can't breathe. Like, that is crazy. Crazy.
Yo,
you guys are wild.
That's insane, dog.
Wild.
Up, bro.
Wild.
I thought I had issues, dog.
Mental health at its finest, though. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. I laughed. I'm going for it. I'm sorry. Like,
that's part of like our I guess what the world's culture is now. Something happens and we meme it.
We just get nervous. I think that's what it is. Our nerves are kicking in. We're a little worried about you guys. So we start memeing to make everybody laugh.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yo, don't shoot.
Like,
that's what a meme is. It's kind of just like, hey, we're chilling. It's just what I used to do in school, you know? Just make people laugh. It's like, hey, we're cool, right? You're not gonna beat the shit out of me. We don't gotta fight, right? Like, I don't.
That's the crazy. That's
right. And I think with the submarine, dude, that's just like the most like that's just some rich people doing some fucking stupid shit, like some rich people shit. Like I'll probably never be rich in my life like that. Like even if I had a lot of money, I'll just never have that mentality of just like I'm gonna do this because it's proper, or I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna do it.
Or if I'm gonna do it at the highest level. Like they built that shit out of things from the...
dude, they had a freaking Xbox 360 controller controlling shit, dude. Like that thing has never like gone... Have you ever had an Xbox where the analog controller is just like, it's always drifted up? So no wonder they run out of gas. They're always just slightly drifting up.
They have the ones that you buy from the store that you can't afford the real ones. You buy these freaking controller ones, these fake bootleg ones.
Yeah, with the lights on it. It's clear. It has all, you can see the electronic. It'll change the colors and shit. It's just always got that little lean to it.
It's like they're relying on Bluetooth to get by, right? Bluetooth and Wi-Fi.
Like a Bluetooth fucking speaker on that shit, dude. And the thing that kills me, dog, is they had a small window. The rest was just a screen. Like, if I want to watch Titanic through a screen, dude, I just go watch the movie above land. Like, I don't need to go down there and look at a screen with a controller. Like, I'll just do that at my house.
Right. We can't even look out the window. That's dumb.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that defeats the whole point of going down there.
Yeah. I also think, to be honest, this is me going with my tinfoil hat. I also think there was a bunch of niggas trying to fake their own death.
Yeah, it could be. Also, could be a ritual. A lot of people do like a lot of the rituals.
Sacrificial?
Rituals of certain things on certain dates and sacrifices.
We watched a live sacrifice because there's a little post that came out. I don't know if it's true that the Navy knew about it ahead of time and was letting us just go through the races, basically. Like letting us like, oh yeah, like the panic on the media, letting the panic go on.
Well, yeah, dude. Well, it's what the Greek, I think it was like a Greek or Roman god of Media. It was called Media. There was one god called Media, and it was the goddess of like disinformation and illusion.
Ooh.
And crazy and deception, pretty much. And so that's what we get fed a lot of. We get a lot of fear and things like mind states of fear. So like there's different, if you ever look at like a vibrancy chart of emotion, the like emotions like fear and anger and pain, like all vibrate very, very low.
Yeah.
And like as like an energetic beating, everything is like vibration and stuff and made up of like energy and frequencies. So like the emotions of like happiness, joy, peace, like serenity type are vibrate much, much higher, like 6 or 7 times more than like this operates at like 400, 200, like I don't know the measurements or anything.
Yeah.
But like these operated more higher. But so if you keep a state of fear going, there's a thing called the amygdala hijack, which is if you trigger a fear part of your brain for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No matter if it comes out, whatever triggered that as to be fake or illusion or not real, you'll still be scared of it. Because it was triggered for like so long and sustained. So that's a lot of what's been going on a lot lately, ever since like certain things and stuff.
Because if you're in fear, it's hard for you to make decisions. It's hard for you to operate.
Got your backhands raw. You're impulsive. You're like, oh shoot, like I'm gonna start beating up bears and punching.
Or better yet, I'm gonna stop chasing my dream because there's no point. Because I'd rather just sit here and watch TV all day and get lost in these games. Damn, that's deep.
Exactly, the illusion. There was like a Zuni, I believe, elder, which is like a Native American tribe, who said years and years ago, probably back in like the 50s or so, he said, the rainbow box will steal our children.
The rainbow box. Ooh.
And that be our screens, dog.
Right. Our phones.
That shit steals my brain so much, bro.
Nah, you ain't lying. Especially now, like, think about it. Everything has to do with social media. In order for us to make a living or like to get our businesses to be like up and running, we have to go on our phones and market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for a kid that wants to become a sports athlete, but wants to make sure they have the right connections, their highlights have to go up on the internet. You know what I mean? Or for anybody that wants to like have clout in that regard. You know what I mean? If you're an influencer, like they develop this
like consistent like algorithms and things like that.
And because remember there was a time where you could post something, and everybody would see it. You know what I mean? And then they made it so that way you have to be on your phone every day in order to get the algorithm to bump for you.
Yeah, 100%, dog. 100%.
Demons, bro. They said
dark
some,
arts, bro. That shit.
They said some shit like that. I don't know, TikTok rabbit hole. They said www is like the 666, like the Antichrist is the web. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that shit's everywhere.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean. It makes sense in some ways. Like who's more? You know what I mean? What is it? The knowledge, the tree of the apple of knowledge, whatever that shit was. When they bit the apple, they got all the knowledge, and an apple on our phone has the fucking
bite out of it,
and then it has all the knowledge and shit.
Right, dude, there's a lot of satanic and a lot of like dark art worships and rituals and things like that go on around us. And I think that's what a lot of these huge things that get pushed and these huge things that get talked about, you'll see everyone talking about it, are on certain dates and at certain times and done certain ways. Like look at all like the Eyes Wide Shut where everyone wears masks, or any of the galas or everyone wears crazy fancy clothes, or where they have like people like high actors before they start blowing up, they wear a dress and get like demasculation. There's different rituals that I think that go on.
Niggas walking around with the Baphomet chain.
Right, what they say millionaires watch stocks and billionaires watch the stars. It's like, what's going on with the stars? Why are we watching those? Right. And it's true. I think there's certain things and a lot of like I didn't think Rome died. I don't think Rome crumbled. I think it just changed and transformed. Okay. So I think like Rome is like kind of like that's what we're kind of living in. These same rulers and kings and stuff like that are still kind of like still families.
So basically, you could say they're still doing like pagan shit at the top.
I don't even know if I think pagans were painted as bad, and I think they were actually good guys. That's what whole
it's reverse, right?
That's what I think. Everything you gotta.
Is that what they say about the Vikings? The Vikings too, that they weren't actually the bad guys in the story.
So I don't know about Vikings too much. I like Vikings a lot. Yeah, I think they raped and pillaged, but you know, some people about that.
Yeah, I was reading some shit, right?
Have you ever seen? Oh, what are you saying?
Go ahead. Wait.
My bad. I was gonna say, have you ever looked into Tartaria?
Tartaria?
Yeah.
No.
It's this like huge civilization that was like Asia and Russia like put together. It was that big, but about like it's just been completely written out of history. You can find very little about it, and it just kind of makes you scratch your head and be like, why we not learn about any of this? So it's kind of like.
Was that like after when we were one big continent?
Pangea? I don't even know, man. No, it was definitely after. It was like, so it was taught into schools about like to our like great grandparents, and then they just kind of stopped teaching it and talking about it, and everything is kind of like erased.
There's kind of a lot of things they're doing now too.
right? We were looking at a modern book burning.
Yeah.
Well, things getting deleted and like banned on like online and stuff.
Well, now we have media, so media kind of warps everything now too. You know what I mean? We can make up shit, say shit, and like rewrite history.
Yeah, right. What they say, the winners write the history books.
Yeah,
and that's the history we learn. So it's like how much of it's real,
right?
And I don't. There's a lot of stuff like I was just like I say, dude, I don't know a lot of stuff, but like when something's being like so much triggered, I don't trust casino tactics. That's what I do. Like when things have like lights and bells and ringers and stuff like that, I'm like, this is suspect.
Yeah.
This is when you open up a video and someone immediately is naked showing you a full tour of their dick house, that's suspect. It's suspect.
Something's going on. Something's going wrong.
A lot of people, a lot of things in these days are giving tours of dick houses around and just freaking stuff out. And it's like this is I don't know what I feel about that. This is weird.
And well, you know, I mean, most of the time the media is desperate too. The media is desperate for plays and views.
Right, because controversy sells.
Exactly.
Right. Well, Jadakiss said that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that shit.
Yeah.
It's like it's fun. People wanna. It triggers emotions inside of you when you feel trauma or you feel anger. It's kind of it becomes addictive. You're like, oh, like I like this. This is why a lot of people like horror movies and things like that because they like that edge and that fearfulness.
Right.
It's like.
Nah, it's
good on that.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. And remember, like a couple weeks ago, we had the fog that came down from Canada.
Yeah, dog.
Bro, does that happen,
dude? Literally a week before that, I was talking to my buddy. We lived in this one town. There was like 2 towns over this chicken coop that caught fire, and we were driving from a mall into our town, and it was just covered in smoke and smelled like a fire.
Yeah.
And then just the other day, the same thing happened, but it was from Canada all over the East Coast. I was like, what is going on, dude?
Well, they say it goes from, and when California goes to their forest fires, it spreads. But does it really go from Canada all the way up there? I mean, you would think. I mean, maybe there might be a wind current,
right? If it was a lot of smoke and stuff, because Canada's only like 4 or 6 hours away.
Yeah, but we don't even know about that. Do we even hear about the fire like that? Like, I just heard about the smoke. I never even heard about the fire. Like, when Canada had a fire, we heard... when California had a fire, we heard about where the fire was, who was affecting.
Well, that's because all the influencers are down there. Everybody who just, like, got a camera down there.
Right.
In Canada, it's just, like, you got pretty much ice skating farmers or something like that, you know? It's...
Right.
A lot of people who, like, I think a lot more of their culture is keeping it in themselves. And so I don't think they're posting about it as much. But
they're trying to save the dead. That's probably why it dissipates so fast.
They ain't got no social, they ain't got too many social warriors out there just trying to, like, they don't got that freedom of speech as well as we do.
Right. They don't, right?
I think it's a little bit different. I'm pretty sure they have, like, they have, like, still have, like, a prime minister.
Yeah, I don't think you say shit over there. Yeah, I don't think you say shit over there.
Yeah.
Drake has to come down here and shit and rap.
Yeah.
To
talk about is all his baby mamas.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. But, you know, social media is also a place where, you know, we see the most raunchiest shit, the craziest stuff. Sometimes some of the things that people say that are lies we end up seeing the truth later on because people on social media are able to post and watch. But the thing is, it got to the point now that the creators of social media are starting to fight each other. They're starting to come at each other. We got Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, and Elon Musk preparing for war. Well, not really. Not necessarily.
They strapping up with their robots. It's probably like iRobot.
AI.
What is this? Is like Revenge of the Nerds?
Revenge of the Nerds. Well, what's been happening was someone made a comment on the Twitter feed to Elon saying that it was a conversation. I don't remember very much the conversation. I just know that eventually Elon was just like, yo, if he wants to fight, we could do it in the cage. You know what I mean? And
trying to be Jake Paul.
Oh, no. Somebody said, because somebody was like, yo, have you seen this is this fool's name? Have you seen Mark's I'm botching this shit. Time out, cut it, pa. Have you seen Mark Zuckerberg's jiu-jitsu tournament video? Because he fights now. And he was like, well, if we fight, tell him it's in a cage.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Dude, Mark Zuckerberg does jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, yo, put up.
Dude, but is he doing like fighting jiu-jitsu, like martial arts, or is he just Nazi training him?
He's just doing jiu-jitsu tournaments.
He's doing jiu-jitsu. He's just like fucking up Jews or something.
Take the volume out. Hit the bottom.
Is he just fucking up Jews, or is he actually fighting real people?
Like
other
Jews?
martial arts. He's just like he's Nazi training camp, just going at it.
That's what they called it. That's what they called their art style.
That's what the Nazis did. Just jujitsu. They were just like Hadouken. 9.
That is funny as fuck.
Hadouken.
Well, this is a video right now of Mark Zuckerberg fucking competing in jiu-jitsu. This fucking weirdo. This alien ass nigga.
This is a lizard.
This is how he makes himself relatable to the public right here.
Edible to the public, you said?
Relatable.
Oh, relatable.
Because, he's always been the weirdo.
Yeah, dude, everybody's doing jujitsu now.
He's always been the weirdo, you know what I'm saying? And nobody understands who he is.
Dude, 100%, dude. Like, everybody's doing jujitsu, dude. I was at a competition, my brother's competition not too long ago.
Yeah.
There was 2 blind dudes doing jujitsu on each other.
Blind dudes?
Blind dudes. Could not see a thing, dog. And they were just doing a lot of feeling.
Oh, look at that motherfucker lost.
Oh, he's a white belt.
Oh, did he lose or did he win?
Let's see. If he won, he paid him off. See, look, he's like that's right there. He's like, yo, I'll give you like $600.
He lost.
And I was like, nope, that's definitely you're not winning.
Nah. But the thing is, that's cool. That's go to him throwing the gloves. Well, you gotta understand, he's fighting, he's trying, he's a nerd. This is him fucking around throwing some fucking hands in the mix. This is the revenge of the nerds for real.
Cool, right? Good for him, man. He's out here, first he's doing virtual stuff, and now he's trying to do arm bars in real life.
He looks funny as hell, though.
Yeah, dude, he definitely.
All right, stop that real quick.
It looks like kind of like he's practicing for a dance.
Yeah, like he's like
he's dancing in the mirror, he's about to go to prom or something. When
he's getting ready for the show.
Like, all right, come on, I'm gonna do this. I do it like a left step, right foot.
But you think he'll beat up Elon? I mean, Elon's a bigger dude, right?
No, dude. Elon has that. I think Elon's got a little bit more of that crazy in him.
Right.
Mark Zuckerberg kind of seemed like an NPC. You kind of feel like you plug him into a computer and you can get him to talk or say anything you want.
Elon's the empath emotional character. Like you ever watch anime?
Yeah.
Like that character in anime that's not the outgoing, but the more like preserved. Like, yes, we'll go get him. Like, he's not like the one that's gonna wall out. Like, he's always calm. And then this guy is like you say, he's an NPC, he's a computer.
He's the cyborg, and then the other one's just the wild card, dude. Like, you don't know what Elon's about to say, and you don't even dude. A lot of his stuff is just for the selling, the marketing, appealing to that controversy.
Yeah. Well, that's what ended up happening because Elon ended up. Well, Elon wrote back, and he was just because basically this guy, Mark Zuckerberg, said, you know what? Yeah, tell that nigga I'm down. He basically said, I'm down.
Dang.
And this guy was like, well, I don't really work out. You know what I mean? I was just...
I was just messing with you.
He saw some highlights. And he was like, man.
Shit, I don't want that.
He's like, bro, we're out here creating the fucking path to Mars, bro. We don't have time to be...
I'm trying to go to space, really. I'm not trying to go space with a broken nose.
Right. And I felt that. I was like, bro, why are you trying to encourage this? But that's what you said.
And that's why Facebook is beating out Twitter.
Right.
A lot of people use Facebook and a lot of people use Twitter, but
Twitter's kind of lame.
Yeah, exactly.
Twitter's kind of lame.
People actually connect on Facebook. Twitter is just for what? Porn and bots.
I don't even know. I haven't had a Twitter in so long. Yeah, because it was known for being more censorship. So when I started releasing podcast episodes on there, they were fucking banning my shit and stopping it.
Dang.
Yeah, so I couldn't do that.
They're showing full bush, but they ain't showing your podcast talking about fighting cocks.
Or fucking just vaccines.
Oh shit. That's why.
No, obviously. Nah, but that's the thing about Elon Musk, you know what I mean? He changed it, but he changed it too late. Now we don't really care about Twitter, bro. We grabbed it way too late. We're already on Instagram and TikTok, I guess. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's it. They even that's another place that don't let my videos go in either.
Dang.
Yeah, they be banning my shit.
Really?
I got a warning sign.
What do the warning signs look like?
Well, they just say account warning, and it's basically because of if you said anything that has to do with inciting bullying or anything. If I talk about If I talk about YK Osiris kissing that girl in the mouth and calling a creep, even though he was a fucking creep,
he's a weirdo.
He's a
weirdo. And see, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. There's a healthy amount of bullying that used to go on.
That was good.
And it was fun. It was good and harmless, and it created character for a lot. It created character in you. When you're someone when someone talks shit to you growing up, what did you do? Be like, all right, dude, I'm not going to be the stinky kid. Or like, dude, a kid in the 2nd grade told me I was a lesbian.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a lesbian was.
Right.
So I had to go ask my dad what a lesbian was. And he just told me that kid was right. Now I fucking date women of the opposite sex, dog. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's just...
Nah, I hear you.
There's a healthy amount of bullying. It'll show you who you are and let you test
you know who fucked that up, right? It was not that fucking... Remember in Sahali? You ever heard about that incident in Sahali? With the girls that bullied that girl and she killed herself?
I feel like every other town, like every town and everywhere has like...
No, they had it, but that was like art. That was art. That was Massachusetts fucking... All right, we need to start putting bullying.
It's just terrible. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, like...
Stop being a pussy.
Some thicker skin, like, and that's another thing, dog. Like how that's people aren't killing themselves anymore.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people used to be like depressed and they would just like off themselves, cut themselves. Now the people are just depressed and just like sitting around.
Yeah.
Just laying around complaining. It's just like,
and going out. Might as well kill yourself.
That's it, right, dude? Like, I didn't want to be here for mad long. I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, then death came kissing up my neck and was like, about choking me out.
So you think you bought this? He's like, you think you bought this?
He's like, oh, you want to die? You telling me you want to get out of here? All right, I'll come collecting around.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I'm cool. I'm good. And, you just got to make your choices.
Nah, yeah, bro. It's what it is, man. We live in a time where it's different, man, And they don't understand that bullying in some cases, like, yes, there is like bad bullying.
Right,
you know
like
what I mean?
Making it so bad if someone kills yourself that's terrible.
That's also because we don't teach our kids to defend ourselves, you know what I mean?
Defend yourself. And also, if everybody's talking shit to you, maybe it's not them.
Yeah.
At a certain point. It's like, oh, you got like, look, what are you doing to make everybody hate you?
Right. No, you know what we got to do? We got to make schools teach martial arts. Like, schools have to teach martial arts because then everybody getting humbled. The bullies are getting humbled. The people that are bullying are showing the people that are getting bullied are showing their style and their fight. And they make it so that way there's a... It's kind of a hierarchy in some ways. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you're the best kid, you're going to be knocking niggas out. But it's also great because everybody gets to feel each other. And it's more like...
Literally.
You know?
You're the kids feeling each other.
But
you just want a lot of touching growing up. That's what you want. Well, I just want to caress somebody.
I didn't get enough touching, bro.
I just need to hug someone real quick and roll around.
Like, when I was young, the only person that ever molested me was a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like... I didn't get the fortunate lifestyle of being molested by an uncle. You know what I mean?
You didn't go to naked Uncle Tuckshy's naked puzzle basement.
Yeah, my uncle didn't like me. He said I had a big head. He wanted my little brother instead.
Dang, dude, you got traded out. Like, dude, that's gotta is your younger brher?
Younger brother.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being like beat out by the 2.0 of yourself.
Yeah, like he's not even. He's autistic. That's why.
It's easy, right? That's low hanging fruit, dude.
He was coming. He was coming.
But that's also risky business, dog. Because like autism will just say things to you. Like, they'll just say things out of nowhere.
Dick and butt.
Uncle touched me yesterday. Tuesday, never Thursday. Like, there's like Rain Man. Only on Tuesday. It's just the Rain Man about.
He said Tuesday, never Thursday. All right, Ian. Tell them where they can find you, man.
You can find me on Way to Being on Instagram. I also have a podcast called Way to Being where I do 5-minute quick tips to stay more positive. And then also I'm a life coach, so if you want to help better yourself. So you can find me on Way to Being on Spotify or on the podcast or on Instagram of the same thing. I do 5-minute quick tips to stay more positive on Spotify for a podcast every week. Put it out on like Sundays. And then also just became a life coach to help people better themselves and help spread your light and realize that you're the expert in you. And you can book a session at Ian B Coaching on Instagram as well. And just reach out, man. I'm just trying to spread a little bit of joy and keep up on Way to Being for more shows and things like that.
All right, man. You already know it's your boy, Holat Jonez. If you don't like the content that we put out, you don't have to watch us. You can keep on scrolling. Because at the end of the day, I know you're watching. I can see you. I can see it. You guys pass by and then you get mad about what I say. It's not that big of a deal, man. It's a comedy podcast with comedians and funny people. Stop taking it so serious. You taking me serious because you have nothing better else to do in your life and you should get a fucking job. We out of here. Peace.
You fat, bro. You ashy. You look like a huevo ahead and ask you one.
Bro, you don't get embarrassed?
You don't get embarrassed in public, bro? What's
Then
wrong?
he wonders why the girls don't talk to him.
And your tears won't even come down your face. You'll start dry before they even come down.
Yo, do you shower?
Ew.
I don't think he showers. And if he does, then I don't know. He don't be putting lotion on. He don't be putting nothing. You know what? Use some Ortiz Bath and Body, man. Maybe the girls will talk to you now.
Yeah, when I come back, you better be nice and moist, bro.
Just know our podcast is sponsored by Ortiz Bath and Body. Keep yourself moisturized so those girls can reply. Order today. Order today.